This video is brought to you by World Anvil. Good morning interweb, let's conlang. In past videos we've talked about consonant harmony, harmony that involves consonants only, and vowel harmony, harmony that involves vowels only, links in the usual places. In this video we're going to look at the final type of harmony found in human language, vowel-consonant harmony, which, you guessed it, is harmony that involves both vowels and consonants. This is going to get a bit intense, so buckle up folks. Nasal vowel-consonant harmony is a type of vowel-consonant harmony where, at least in theory, all contiguous vowels and consonants within a given domain, usually the word, agree in nasality, either all plain or all nasal. Of course, in practice, it's never that simple. In a Pena Pede, a Choco language spoken in Colombia, nasal vowel-consonant harmony is triggered by nasal vowels. The harmony spreads progressively, left to right, nasalizing any glottals, vowels, glides and liquids present. And the harmony is blocked by obstruents, that's plosives, fricatives and affricates, and the alveolar trill. A Pena Pede here is following pretty closely this implicational hierarchy. That is, if a language allows a given category to undergo nasal vowel-consonant harmony, everything else to the left will also undergo harmony. Similarly, if a given category blocks or is transparent to nasal harmony, then so too will everything else to the right. A Pena Pede also has a few additional idiosyncrasies going on, like plosives that block harmony, they get pre-nasalized, and onsets in syllables containing nasal vowels also get nasalized. Specifically, voice stops become fully nasal, voiceless stops are unaffected, and everything else gets nasalized. The Panoan language Capanahua, spoken predominantly in Peru, does basically the reverse. Nasal vowel-consonant harmony in Capanahua is triggered by nasal stops. It spreads regressively, right to left, onto vowels, glides and glottals, and is blocked by obstruents and liquids. And finally in Tuyuca, a Tucanoan language spoken in Colombia and Brazil, nasal vowel-consonant harmony spreads in both directions, and no blocking occurs. Instead, voiceless stops and fricatives are transparent to the harmony. Emphasis harmony. Oh boy. Emphasis harmony. So emphasis harmony, also known as post-velar harmony, is found in a bunch of languages, but it's most famously attested in the Semitic languages, particularly in Arabic and its various dialects. To understand what emphasis harmony is, we first need to understand what an emphatic consonant is. This varies language to language, but in general, emphatic consonants are consonants that are pharyngalized or uvularized. That is, they are pronounced just like you normally would, but whilst also positioning the back of the tongue backwards in the mouth towards the pharynx. Compare plain s with pharyngalized / emphatic. S. The effect basically is that emphatic consonants sound deeper, lower and darker than their plain counterparts. Emphatic consonants also tend to affect surrounding vowels. Again, this can vary language to language, but in general, surrounding vowels will be backed, lowered, retracted, that kind of thing. My pronunciation here is never going to be 100% accurate, but compare sa and saw. So with all that in the bag, we can say that emphasis harmony is harmony where, at least in theory, all contiguous vowels and consonants within a given domain, usually the word, agree in emphaticness. Either all plain or all emphatic. Again, in practice, it's never so simple. In Egyptian Arabic, emphasis harmony is triggered by the coronal emphatics, or the emphatic low vowel, which is basically a regular aw, but with the pharynx constricted somewhat during production. If the emphatic low vowel is present anywhere in a word, all sounds will be emphatic. If the coronal emphatics are present, they will spread harmony bidirectionally. Regressive, right to left harmony spreads to the beginning of the word unimpeded, whereas progressive, left to right harmony is blocked by high front type vowels and consonants, specifically I, E, and J. A similar setup is found in other dialects of Arabic. In southern Palestinian Arabic, emphasis harmony is triggered by the emphatic consonants, and the spread is bidirectional. Regressive spreading is unimpeded, whilst progressive spreading is subject to blocking by high front segments, specifically I, Y, Sh, and J. Retroflex vowel-consonant harmony is where, at least in theory, all contiguous vowels and consonants within a given domain agree in retroflexion, either all plain or all retroflex. But once again, say it with me now, it's never that simple in practice. In Sanskrit, retroflex vowel-consonant harmony is triggered by the non-lateral retroflex continuance. The harmony spreads progressively, targeting the dental nasal and turning it retroflex. However, the harmony is blocked by intervening coronal consonants. Now, on the face of it, this looks like plain consonant harmony, but research indicates that the tongue, once in retroflex position, remains in retroflex position until an obstacle is met, be it a blocker or word boundary. Therefore, we class retroflex harmony as a type of vowel-consonant harmony. Same basic shtick happened in Mpakwiti, a northern Paman language once spoken in Queensland, Australia. Only this time the harmony is regressive, right to left, and explicitly rather than implicitly targets vowels. So nasal, emphasis and retroflex vowel-consonant harmony are the three main types of vowel-consonant harmony attested in human language. They are what's known as local vowel-consonant harmony, harmony that spreads over contiguous segments. Other types of vowel-consonant harmony are attested, though these are relatively rare and non-local. That is, they are harmony systems where the harmonizing segments are not right next to one another. In the Salishan language Kurdilain, preceding uvulars or pharyngeals, aka faucals, E is retracted to E and E is retracted to A. This occurs both locally, but also non-locally. Here, the uvular Ga retracts this E to E, and because of that, this vowel gets retracted, and so does this one, without the intervening consonants being affected at all. This type of vowel-consonant harmony is called faucal harmony. Spoken in northwest China, the Tungusic language, Chiva Kisun, does something similar, only instead of consonants altering vowels, the reverse is true. Velar consonants in suffixes are turned into uvulars if a non-high vowel appears anywhere in the preceding stem. As far as I can tell, this is fairly marginal in Chiva. And finally, in the Semitic language, Harari, the rightmost coronal consonant, except R, in the second person feminine singular, is turned into a palatal consonant by the E suffix. And like with the previous example of non-local vowel-consonant harmony, the effect can spread. The E suffix causes these guys to palatalize, which in turn causes these guys to palatalize, and all intervening segments are not affected by the harmony. I'm not sure if this is the official term, but I tend to refer to what's going on in Harari as palatalization harmony. And just like with Chiva, I'm pretty sure this is fairly marginal in Harari. In sum, vowel-consonant harmony may be local or non-local. Nasal, emphasis and retroflex vowel-consonant harmony are the main players in this space, but other types such as faucal and palatalization harmony exist, though they are rarer. Each of the big three show affinities towards certain spreading directions, blocking is common, and transparency is rare. And that is basically that. Vowel-consonant harmony, done. Good morning, Interweb. Big thanks to World Anvil for sponsoring the show. World Anvil is the ultimate world building platform for game masters and writers. World Anvil is a browser-based set of world building tools that will help you create, organize and store your creations. Interactive wiki-like articles, maps, calendars, historical timelines and family trees. World Anvil's got it all. They even have an RPG campaign manager and full-blown novel writing software. Try World Anvil today for free by clicking the link in the description. That way they'll know you came from this video. World Anvil, the ultimate world building and tabletop RPG campaign management platform. Also, massive thanks to you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and a massive thanks goes out to all the patrons who help make Artifacting a possibility. In particular, Lichen, Johan Spaedtke, Oliver Reed, Spencer Brownlee, Alexander Roper, Andrew P Chehayl, John Hooyer, Ripta Pasay and World Anvil. Until next time, Edgar out.